The September 25th, 2017 meeting of the Public Safety Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Elkoffer? Here. Ms. Boyce? Here. Mrs. Conley? Here. Mr. Delahanty? Here. Ms. Harris? Here. Chairman Michike?
Here.
Mr. Morelli is excused. Mr. Shepard? Here. Mr. Terp?
Here. Is there anyone signed up for public forum?
There is not.
Is there anyone present who is not signed up to speak who would like to address this committee at this time? Seeing none, the next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. We have the August 22nd, 2017 meeting minutes before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. Next item on the agenda is new business. Madam Clerk.
Referral 17-0252, acceptance of...
Moved by Legislator Boyce, second by Legislator Conley. Is there any discussion? Legislator Shepard.
To the administration, through the chair, did accidents increase since last year?
Through the chair, Jennifer Curley from the Sheriff's Office. And the accidents from last year decreased. In 2015, there were 7,180. In 2016, there was 6,953.
In terms, through the administration, through the chair, in terms of enforcement areas, how are they identified? Through accident data?
Through the chair, that is correct.
Thank you.
Is there any other discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 17-0253.
Moved by Legislator Conley, second by Legislator Elkoffer. Is there any discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 17-0254, acceptance of a grant.
Moved by Legislator Elkoffer, second by Legislator Terp. Is there any discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 17-0255.
Moved by Legislator Terp, second by Legislator Delahanty. Is there any discussion? Legislator Harris.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. To the chair, to the administration, I'd like to know who else responded to the RFQ in relation to this this accepted grant.
Through the chair, Delphi was the only ones that applied.
Thank you. Through the chair to the administration, are they consistently the only applicant, or do you actively seek out other potential agencies?
Yes, other agencies are solicited for it. I believe several years ago we had an additional applicant, Catholic Family Center.
Through the chair to the administration, was that most recently they applied this past period?
They did not with this past one. My recollection is that.
Through the chair to the administration, how do you guys decide when to put out RFQ or not? Is it something that you just do every year, or is it done on a case by case? I mean, could you tell me the process at least? To the chair to the administration, just want to get a handle on what your process is.
Through the chair, I'll be right with you. Through the chair, it's every 3 years.
Thank you. Thank you very much. To the chair, to the administration, I see that you have in the referral there's for approximately 442 parolees. Is there a correlation to the number of parolees and why we received less funding from last year?
Through the chair, could you repeat the first part of your question with regards to, there was a slight reduction, I believe, of around $19,000 this year, and that fits with some of the trending that we're seeing in other grants also from the funding source.
So due to chair to the administration, I'd like to clarify, I just wanted to know if the number of parolees this year, is there an increase or a decrease? Is that directly related to the funding that we received, which is less than last year?
Through the chair, I'm not certain if there's a correlation in the number served or not. They did do, in the 12-month period from October 1st to September 30th, they did do 557 intakes.
Okay.
Through the chair, I'm sorry, actually, to be more specific, I do have an explanation. The allocation is based on inmates released to Monroe County, so the $19,216 decrease would be a reflection of that, the released inmate population.
Okay. Through the chair, to the administration, yeah, I think, actually, I'm all set. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying.
Through the chair, you're welcome.
Is there any other discussion? Legislator Weiss.
Yes, through the chair. If I might, can you also give us data with regards to recidivism rates? And if you don't have those today, if you could pass those along.
Through the chair, I can definitely get you that information. I do not have that right now, and I will provide it to you.
Thank you.
Is there any other discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 17-0256.
Moved by Legislator Delahanty, second by Legislator Boyce. Is there any discussion? Legislator Harris.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. To the chair, to the administration, how many car seats does this funding, do you plan to purchase with this funding?
Through the chair, there's an allocation of $6,000 for the car seats, and depending on how many that'll buy, because she buys a variety of different sizes to accommodate. At the fitting stations, there's about 3 to 4 done a month, so 50-ish at least.
Through the chair, to the administration, are your fitting stations, or can you tell me the locations of where they're located? Or are they strategically placed around the county? Is there some equally located in the city? Can you tell me where they're located, or get me a list? And how do you guys come about choosing where you place these fitting stations?
Through the chair, the actual fitting stations for this grant are done at the recycling center at Evian Way, and these particular seats that are given away have to be low income. We get referrals from the WIC program, so they're pretty much specific to that. They have to meet the low income qualifications. But there are, I mean, the staff does do other checkpoints with other agencies as well as part of her job, but.
Okay, thank you. Through the chair, to the administration, how do you guys get the word out to the public about these sites for these fitting stations, and the fact that you have the access to low income available for the individuals who are in need?
Through the chair, our staff person works with people at social services, because again, they're required to have the actual referrals, so basically they come from that program directly.
Okay, thank you. Through the chair to the administration, is it possible if I can get an updated list of your particular sites that do the appointments by only fitting stations throughout the county, please?
Through the chair, just to let you know, that is on our website. And again, this is specific fitting stations to this program, but all the checkpoints that are done, our staff person maintains a list of all the agencies, even if we don't participate in it, so like the fire departments and ambulances as well. And again, that is up on it. She updates that every couple of months on our website, but I can provide that.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Is there any other discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 17-0257.
Moved by legislator Boyce, second by legislator Conley. Is there any discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't see it, no. Go ahead, legislator Harris.
For you. Through the chair to the administration, thank you, Mr. Chair, for catching me. Which fire agencies will be included in this agreement? And if you don't have a list of them now that you can rattle off, maybe you can provide us a list later?
Through the chair, Deputy Public Safety Director Tim Kohlmeyer, all 33 fire departments in Monroe County, and we can provide that list.
Okay. Through the chair to the administration, can you explain to me what do you mean by limited access? I'm just confused about, at least based on how the referral's written, it makes me feel as though the limited access is initially, the first phase, and then you'll have full access, or could you just clarify what you mean by limited access?
Through the chair, that's exactly correct. This is a limited access agreement to allow the fire agencies to begin testing the radios in their jurisdictions' use for administration and training as a part of our rollout into the implementation of fire departments on the trunked radio system in 2020.
Okay. To the administration, is this the same trunk system that EMS providers will be using as well?
That's correct.
And will they also have limited, to the chair, to the administration, will they also have limited access as well? Or how does that work for the EMS the EMS agencies for the rollout?
Through the chair, EMS is already on the system and functioning. And what's going to happen in the next 2 years is we'll be bringing law enforcement and fire onto the system. So this is a part of the EMS is on, law enforcement and fire are next, and this is a part of that rollout to bring them into a range of comfort and functionality on the system.
Okay. Through the chair to the administration, do you guys have a plan for the tow truck drivers, which is also a part of somewhat of the public safety emergency response, to bring them in on this radio system? Through the chair to the administration.
Through the chair, for clarification, is this the State Farm help trucks or the actual tow agencies?
To the chair to the administration, thank you for bringing that up. I didn't think about those trucks, but I was thinking about the tow truck agencies, but since you mentioned that, yes, them too.
Through the chair, the State Farm help trucks that are out in the out on the highways, we are discussing bringing them on now. There's a conversation underway with New York State DOT, who runs those trucks in a cooperation with State Farm. There is no conversation about bringing private entity tow companies onto the trunk radio.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that. Through the administration, through the chair to the administration, I'm just curious as to, I would say, when you talk about training and administration, how long do you propose that the testing would last before you can actually say that it's up functioning okay, before going to the next phase?
Through the chair, we're excited to be able to offer this opportunity to the fire agencies to begin learning how the system works and developing protocols around it. We are aware that there are potentially some structures within each jurisdiction that need to be tested for the signal penetration. So we're anticipating that as soon as we can get this agreement going, potentially December of this year through December of 2019 would be the testing phase, so that we can convert on January 31st, 2020.
Thank you. To the administration, through the chair to the administration, I also have a question. Will there be any fees associated to the fire agencies? Like they have to eventually look at a cost per radio unit for access to the system in the future?
Through the chair, no, there is no cost to the fire agencies specifically for the trunked radio system. Each of the fire municipalities pays a fee through a fund through the Monroe County Fire Bureau for system maintenance that is already pre-existing and is being funded annually.
Through the chair to the administration, what is that fee?
It's a general service from the Fire Bureau to the municipalities. I'm not aware of what the exact number is. We can get that number to you.
Thank you. And sorry, got one more question. And to the chair to the administration, how do you guys come up with those fees that you charge? Is that something that's set, that's, you know, that has a history that you guys always maintain, or is that
Yes.
something recent?
So through the chair, there is a schedule that has been determined based on the total cost of the system divided by the life expectancy of the system divided by, what's the third one? Maximum number of radios on the system to determine the per unit cost. And then as agencies that do not fall under the county department or town and village municipality, special district municipality, then there is a per unit fee for those radios based on how many units they're looking to use on the system.
Okay, thank you. To the administration, through the chair to the administration, I also just wanted to get clarity from you. That same system or that same fee schedule is used for EMS as well?
Through the chair, it is not used for the non-governmental, non-for-profit EMS agencies that operate on the system. It is used for any non-governmental, for-profit, or municipal government that is not emergency service related.
Okay, to the chair to the administration, so just clarifying, so a volunteer agency or agency that could be combination Corps, fire, EMS combined, they will have that same fee schedule or no?
Through the chair, they don't pay a fee across those three disciplines.
Okay. Thank you very much for your clarity, and I appreciate if you can get me that fee schedule over to me, if you could, please.
Yep.
Thank you.
Is there any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 17-0274.
Moved by Legislator Connolly, second by Legislator Alcoffer. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Are there any other matters to come before this committee? There being no other matters, the September 25th, 2017 meeting of the Public Safety Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Public Safety Committee will be held on Monday, October 23rd, 2017 at 5:30 p.m.